Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan, and a lot of guys are leaving Alabama. A lot of players are, and I don't have much to say about that other than it couldn't happen to a better team. It really couldn't have. I just now realized I didn't. I guess that happened earlier today. Caden Proctor, one of the offensive linemen for, he's former now offensive lineman for Alabama, or entering the transfer portal. Wow. With Caleb Downs, you have Isaiah Bond already left. You have Anaya Black that's left. You had something Amos. He's left. The starter, secondary player. I checked this. I checked to see like who exactly is leaving Alabama. I saw 5 wide receivers are leaving. Five wide receivers are leaving. What happened? This is a pass. This is a pass happy guy. Kalen DeBar is the exact guy you would want if you're a wide receiver. He throws the ball the entire time. It's deep passes and then in red zone run plays. What? Why would Roydell Williams leave? I don't know why. He left. He's now gone to Florida State, which will be interesting to see how that works out there. But a lot of guys are leaving. A lot of them are leaving, and it's gonna be interesting to see how Alabama adjusts to being a actual team, like not an S tier team anymore. It's usually in this situation what happens like, oh, we'll be back, and it's because of Nick Saban. You'll be back because of how great Nick Saban is, and the players that he has on his team are just better than everyone else. Well, the talent you have is now just not worse than Georgia. It might be now worse than Texas. And now we're pushing Ole Miss level. We're pushing Ole Miss level. Because Ole Miss has a lot of great talent. And we're maybe pushing LSU. And they have a lot of talent. We're at that point. We're at the point that their team is great. I get that. They're loaded with some stuff. But Ole Miss has the best transfer class out of anyone. Texas is getting Isaiah Bond, your guy, the Alabama legend. He's gone down there. And they're coming to their conference, the SEC. They're trying to say they're the UT, even though Tennessee will always be the UT in the SEC. And we will prove that again this year, if just in case you need a reminder. By the way, I would rather play Texas than Oklahoma. I don't know why they put Oklahoma on their schedule instead of Texas. I feel like just as a rivalry, that would make way more sense than Oklahoma. But I've watched Jackson Arnold play before. He's not bad. The quarterback of Oklahoma, not bad. He has a turnover problem. He's got to fix that. That'll just come with experience. But yeah, his first game against Arizona, Jackson Arnold had 4 turnovers. Nico, flawless. So just reminding you again. That was against Iowa, one of the best defenses in the country. Just to remind you, they only made the Big Ten title game because of their defense and special teams. So just a reminder of that. But back on the important topic. Back on what the videos discussed. Alabama has a real problem now because you have Jalen Milroe, but since you have guys like Jason McClendon, he's gone to the draft. Jermaine Burton, he's gone to the draft. These other guys like the Isaiah Bonds and Nia Black supposed to be the main guys. Now, who are going to be the main guys? You're like, okay, let's look at the recruiting class. Well, you had a wide receiver decommit, and now is leaning towards Auburn, who was a 5-star. You have a lot of 4 or 5-star guys that now are iffy about coming to Alabama. I checked. I think CBS has a thing. There's like 5 or 6 that are iffy on it. I don't remember the names. They're not committed anymore. That's the best thing I can say. They decommitted. And now I'm watching Alabama fans react like everyone else would to this if this happened to their team. Because guess what? This stuff happens to their team too. Maybe not to the exact talent level as Alabama is, but we have a lot of guys leave. I know as a Tennessee fan, watching Danico Slaughter leave was not fun. Watching Tyler Barron leave was not fun. Watching Tamarian McDonald leave, not fun. Those are like 3/4 of our defense left. We have James Pierce left, but now we got some. But guess what? We didn't just sit back and complain. We went out and we got guys. We got the safety. We got the secondary player from Oregon State to come on down. We got more guys on the defense. I just can't remember right now. We got the number one tight end in the transfer portal. He came down. So you can sit back and whine and complain like this is the first time this has happened, because it actually kind of is, in my lifetime at least. Or you can actually go out and change stuff. Go out and get recruits. Because I bet a lot of people are willing to play and put the Alabama helmet on and their uniform on and go out and play for that crowd. I bet a lot of people's dreams are to do that. No matter who's the coach, no matter what time period it is, their dream is to play in Bryant-Denny Stadium. I bet a lot of people would be willing to leave their school to go to yours for the opportunity to play for them, for Alabama. Do I want them to do that? No. No, not at all. But I get that. So I think Bama will be able to bounce back and get some recruits. It's all it's all depending on how Kellen DeBoer plays this out. He changed a lot of his coaching staff. He changed a lot of that out, and now you gotta stuff to match your system now. And there might be a lot of guys that we just haven't heard of, but 5 wide receivers leaving for the transfer portal. 5. I didn't realize you could lose that much. I didn't think you could lose that many wide receivers in 1 year. That's a lot. That's a lot to lose. And you have like Justice Haynes. He's a really good running back. I think he'll be one of the best running backs in the country, because I thought he was like the second best running back in his class, or second recruit in his class, or whatever. He's really good. I'm a fan of his. I think Jalen Milroe's going to be very good. He'll be one of the top quarterbacks in this SEC season. But you have a lot of other guys in the conference. You have a lot of other teams in the conference that have a lot of good players, and you have to play them. You got to play them kind of early. You have to play Georgia early on. It's granted it's in your house, but still tough. Still tough to play that. I'm pretty sure. I wish I had their schedule pulled up. I don't. This is gonna be all memory. You have to play Tennessee, of course. That's not an easy win anymore. You actually have to full on try now to go out and beat a Tennessee team. That's something you've not had to hear in a lot of years. Let me try to pull up Alabama's schedule real quick. I have a TV up here right now. It's not going to be easy, but you have a lot of teams. Like you have the LSU's. Garrett Nussmeier honestly is very good. I like Garrett Nussmeier as the quarterback for them. He showed some signs against Wisconsin, which I would like. He had a slower start, but it's still not bad. He's still not bad. If they had a really bad, really bad defense, and I doubt that's going to continue with a Brian Kelly led team. I just don't believe that's going to happen like that. Okay, I think I finally have the thing pulled up. Okay. Here we go. 2024 schedule for Alabama. Yeah, that's right. Okay. You start off with Western Kentucky. Then you have USF. That's a home game. Those 2 are home games, I'm pretty sure. Then you go to Wisconsin. That'll be interesting. That's a whole nother environment you're just not used to playing at, but should be able to take care of business in that one. Should be able to. You're playing at home versus Georgia. But you have a bye week before that. I'm not sure how much a difference that's going to make, but probably make at least a little bit. Then Vanderbilt. That should be an easy win. South Carolina should be an easy win. Then you're at Tennessee. I know that. I'm not sure. Some of these I might know where they're going to be at. Some of them I don't. At Tennessee. That's gonna be tough. That will be tough because they'll be coming up a game against Florida, because they got back-to-back games. They got the game they're at home versus Florida and at home versus Bama. So if they beat Florida, they're going to be really rocking against Alabama. If they lose to Florida, then we'll be crying, but we're hoping to beat Alabama. So we have back-to-back 8 weeks. Why would they do that to us? I don't know why, but they did that. Then Missouri looks really good. Eli Drinkwitz and this team looks good. And if they bring back some of their guys, I have no problem. I think Eli Drinkwitz can make this team very good. And remember, this is the best team that Georgia's had to face in the SEC, pretty much, outside of Alabama. This is the second best team. This is the second team, like just competition-wise, that has really put up a fight against Georgia in the SEC. Missouri is. Then you play then you have a bye week, and then against LSU. Just mentioned about Garrett Nussmeier and all of them. They look real good. I think they'll have a good offense and pretty good defense. I know they're losing a lot of guys in the draft, but just Brian Kelly and LSU are going to have a lot of talent on them. Mercer, and then you play Oklahoma. That's not going to be easy. I think by that point, Jackson Arnold and this team will have a groove offensively and defensively. Brent Venables is not going to let this team be bad. They're not going to be this bad defensively. And then you play at home versus Auburn, which you should win. It's at home versus Auburn. You win those. You're 6-0 against them at home in the past 6 matchups. So, yeah. But it's it's interesting to see what's going on with Alabama. That's not an easy schedule. It's not super difficult compared to others. If you want to compare schedules, look at Georgia's and look at Florida's, and you will feel very grateful for what you have to deal with. So, yeah. But that's some of my opinions about this. That's some just letting you know. I would love to hear opinions about this. I really would, because some Bama fans are freaking out about this, and it's not like this at the end of the world. You still have a good team and a pretty good coaching staff. Most of the coaches that he brought were just on a national title contending team, so they're not bad. Just hold out, trust what he has. This guy's a really good coach. But it's not the fans that have to trust him fully. It's the players. And a lot of guys aren't, but a lot of guys are. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen. And yeah, put on the comments your opinions about this. I would love to hear that. And I'm trying to be as unbiased as I can as a Tennessee fan, but sometimes it slips a little bit here and there. But yeah. So yeah, hope you have a great day. Stay safe, y'all. And God bless y'all.